So here we are. This is the quilting's just finished on the fourth panel, ready to add the handle. Just like to show you, I hope you can see, that when I put the wadding down on for this panel, I did trim down the left hand side as well as around the curved edges, because this will be a seam and we want to keep all of that out of the seam. So the next colour then is the marking for where the handle goes. And it will move to the beginning of the seam down the right hand side, which we don't need. So now here's the one to add the other half of the handle. So we put that into position, making sure it isn't twisted, giving it about a centimetre overlap. And then this is the colour that will stitch it in both directions for strength. Like that. And we are ready to add the lining. And hopefully we've got enough lining to cover the whole design, and it's going to start stitching where it finished off on the previous panel. So there we go. Yeah, and now this time we do need that last colour. The needle will stay in the same place. Got to move the lining out of the way. And here we've got 4 panels all in a row, all connected with the handles. So the next thing we do is to make sure all of that lining is right at there, out of the way. And then we're going to join this seam down this side. And what we have to do is to make sure that that top point there, this point here, is exactly under the needle. You can use your needle up and down button if you want to, but you get used to finding it in the right place. And that the panel is pointing straight down. Do not worry about what is happening in the hoop. The design knows where to stitch, and the underneath will be fine. All you've got to do is make sure that that top corner is in the right place and everything's straight. Trust me. And there we go, we stitch the seam. I'm just going to stop that because that's a little bit of the colour 1 or 2 that was in the stabiliser. Don't want it to get stuck in the foot. It won't follow that line you can see there because that's the quilting. It should follow the edge of the wadding. There we are. There it is done. And there's the needle going back to the centre point with a few bits of thread. So we'll just take the hoop out, and you can see the whole bag is there now. 4 panels, 2 lots of handles, all that extra fabric at the bottom, that'll make the base of the bag, and all this lining which will finish it off. All we've got to do now is some straight sewing to do the bottom and the corners and to finish off the lining. I'll do those with still photographs, I think, so that's a bit easier. You won't be able to see me do that. There are 3 ways of persuading the lining to behave and stay down inside the bag. The first way is to, when the lining's folded over, to stitch in the ditch for a little way down each seam, just 2 or 3 centimetres, and that will hold it down, stop it springing back. The second way, which I tried on the middle-sized bag, was to iron a piece of Bonder web across here, strip, going all the way around, and take the paper off, and then when the bag is complete, iron the lining onto it. So that holds the lining down beautifully. It's difficult to do without getting a few wrinkles in, so if you're very particular, you might not want to try that one. And on this one, I am going to top stitch along the handle and around all the curved edges with my 1/4 inch foot with the needle set as far to the right as it will go. So we'll get a nice neat top stitch around the edge, and I'll show you that when it's finished. Thank you.